Hello and welcome to another edition of MassCAC Student Athlete Spotlight, where each week I get to speak with one of our amazing student athletes from around the conference. I'm Emily Liu, MassCAC Assistant Commissioner, and speaking with me today is Eliza Lee of Westfield State Cross Country and Track and Field. Thank you so much for being here today, Eliza.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited for this opportunity.
All right, so why cross country and track? How'd you get into those sports?
Well, so track, ever since I was little, I played soccer, basketball, softball. I've played everything, a lot of stuff. And I've always just been fast. So I'm like, when I got to middle school, I had a really good track program, a really good opportunities there. So I started track and I did track all throughout middle school, high school. But in high school, I actually played soccer. I didn't do cross country. And I didn't do cross country my freshman year of college either. It wasn't until my sophomore year when Coach Marley Berg, she really pushed me to do cross country. She's like, "I'll make you better." And so I never did cross country until my sophomore year. And I've been so blessed to be part of this team. And it really has made me a better track athlete. But so I've done track basically like my whole life, but cross country is new for me. And I really like it. And I feel like I'm really flourishing in it.
Did you always do middle distance with track, or did you try any other events?
So for track, I've always done when I started off when I was in middle school. I think they just make you do everything. But
Right.
in high school, I really stuck to middle distance. I did the 400, but I found my heart, my pride and soul, jumping, which I love. Triple jump's my favorite. And so it's really funny, like going from doing triple jump and sprinting to the fall when I end up going to long distance and doing cross country. But I really think, especially for like a lot of athletes like myself, I definitely have like fast twitch and slow twitch muscles. So I think really capitalizing on doing like the slow twitch, the endurance during cross country, and then getting my fast twitch going during track, I think it's a really nice combination for both. And I think I think it would benefit a lot of athletes because I know it really helps myself.
You can tell you are a nursing major with fast twitch, low twitch, or slow twitch muscles. That's not a lot of people know that. So you're teaching on our interview today. So, what drew you to Westfield State? What was it that brought you here?
So when I was looking at colleges, I knew I wanted to do nursing. And obviously I love that I have the opportunity to be an athlete, but student athlete. It's that for a reason. So I know Westfield had a great nursing program and I got into their nursing program. So I was super happy. And so with nursing and having the opportunity to really focus on nursing, is being a D3 athlete because it really prioritizes like being an athlete and having your schoolwork and make sure you have time to get both done. I'm also an RA too. So I definitely have a lot on my plate, but it's really good. Yeah, and I also didn't want to go too far from home. I'm from Walpole, so like 30 minutes outside of Boston, like 10 from Gillette Stadium, so Eastern Mass. But I knew I wanted to go a little bit far, but I didn't want to like go all the way down south where a lot of my friends were going. And I really found such a nice community here. And my captain when I was in high school went here. She actually just graduated last year and she did track with me in high school. And now she was nursing and she did track with me in college. So it was really nice to have her there.
Amazing connection. Do you want to give a shout out to the dorm you're an RA at?
Yes, University Hall. That's where I am.
All right.
Mhm.
So across cross country and track and field, the Westfield State women's teams have been extremely successful, winning many team titles, individual accolades. What do you think is the key to that success?
I really think it just comes down to we just have such a hard working group of girls. And we have great coaching from Coach Marley to Coach Sean O'Brien. We really have great coaching across the board, but I really think it comes down to like just how dedicated we all are to our sport every single day. You come to practice, stuff could have happened during the day, but you put it all away when you're at practice and you really have to focus and no matter what's going on, you just have to be there, be present in the moment. And I think we all really bring our A game to practice. And obviously, practice makes perfect. So I think we really try capitalizing on all the stuff we work at practice on and really bringing it to the meet. And we just have such a great support system by all of our coaches and from each other. We all have just such a tight knit community.
All right. So mentioned earlier, you're a nursing major. It's what drew you to Westfield State. Being cross country and both track and field, you are a year-round student athlete, RA as well. How do you manage all of that?
So I get this question a lot because I do wear like a lot of different hats, but honestly, like I think it keeps me balanced and keeps me really sorry, low power mode. It keeps me balanced, and having all those caps make it so I only have so much time to do my schoolwork. So when I do have that time, I know I'm getting my schoolwork done and I'm being productive, which is the biggest thing, because you can sit in front of my flashcards or in front of the slideshows or in front of the notes for hours, but if you're not absorbing anything, like what's the point? And since I do have such little time to do it, I really focus in and I really absorb all the information. So I think having such a little amount of time to do my studying, there's no procrastination for me. So I really think being busy pushes me to be my best, and mental health is so important. And being a member of like such great sports teams here, they're like my best friends here. So I really think um, having good mental health because I'm busy and because I'm doing what I love and being with my friends, it really helps me get my work done.
So you may have alluded to this a little bit earlier, but if you could tell anyone what it's like being a Division III student athlete, what would you say?
I would say that it's awesome. It really gives you the time to prioritize school, like I've mentioned, and be able to continue doing what you love. It is a commitment, but it's a commitment I really would recommend anybody to make if you are interested, because you make friends, you make connections from you wouldn't even know. There's so many connections. I'm connected to a lot of the alumni now because they like to come to the meet. So there's just a lot of different connections. I think you are busy, but like I've said, I think being busy is a gift because it makes you so productive, and I stand by that. So I think being a D3 student athlete means hopefully you'll succeed academically, and I know a lot of the athletes, we do succeed academically. I know the athletes do have a high GPA. So I really think being an athlete's a great decision. And yeah, I couldn't recommend it enough. You make friends, you make lifetime connections, you have some amazing coaching staff, at least that I can speak from. But yeah, it's been such an amazing experience, and I'm excited to go on to winter and spring, and then my senior year, I'm really excited to just keep doing what I love.
Wonderful. That should be a PSA on the D3 website for sure. So got a weekend off, but MASCAC cross country championship next week. What's your mindset heading into it?
So I think we're all super jazzed. We're super excited. We have been working so hard all season for this. We've really had like just an astronomical season from everybody. Like we're all stunned. I mean, we've all put in the work, but just seeing it really pay off is just we're just all so proud of ourselves. And I know Marley and all of our coaches are so supportive. But yeah, so we're just really excited to get after it. Like I said, we've been working all season. We had a good workout yesterday. We're just gonna really just focus in on on the competition. We've had a good season, but that doesn't mean we're guaranteed a good meet day. So we really need to focus, really prioritize self-care, which we all will be doing, and just really focus in and practice for this next week, and keep pushing through, because like I said and like you said, it's cross country, indoor and outdoor track. Just because we've had a good cross country season doesn't mean we can give up. We just got to keep pushing.
All right, Eliza, we're going to switch to some fun questions, get to know you a little bit, okay? And as busy as you are, I feel like you might be a coffee drinker, at least a tea drinker. So Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Duncan, all the way.
It's nice. There's one right here on campus, so that definitely pays off.
Yep.
What's your go-to order?
Medium iced regular with butter pecan every single time. Every single time. And then out here in Western Mass, a lot of times they don't know what a regular is, like cream and sugar. And so I'll get it and it's black. I'm like, guys, could we have a please? But so yeah, so medium iced regular with butter pecan. It's every single time. They can't go wrong. And sometimes it's a little bit crazy. Sometimes I get extra ice, which all my friends judge me for. But I love an ice cold coffee.
Interesting. And I just learned something new because I didn't know what regular meant either.
Oh,
So
really?
there you go.
Or you know.
So, all right, favorite running shoe?
This is an interesting question because for one, a lot of people are obsessed with running shoes, and I love a good running shoe, but I'm not really like set on a type. But you can't go wrong with a Hoka. I had Hokas in high school when I was really battling shin splints, and
Hmm.
they're so cushiony, they're so supportive. So I really think a Hoka is just the way to go. Right now, I'm wearing Asics, and I'm matching with my sister who actually goes to Mass Maritime.
Oh, very cool.
Matching shoes. So I've seen her at 2 meets this year. I'll see her at MASCAX too. And yeah, we have matching shoes, which is awesome.
All right, well, we'll have to make sure to get a picture afterwards for sure. All right, this might be a tough question, but indoor or outdoor track and field?
Outdoor. Outdoor all the way.
just being outside.
Yeah, I just love the atmosphere with outdoor track. Ever since I can remember, it's just been electric. It's especially towards the end when it's like the meets are warming up and you get a little bit of a sunburn. I think it's just the energy. Everybody's just happy, in a good mood, happy to be there. The meets can, when it is in the beginning of the season, can be a little bit rainy, a little bit cold.
Mm-hmm.
Those can be tough, but once you get to the end of outdoor, nothing beats it. It's really, I've had some of the best memories at outdoor track meets.
All right. Favorite course you have run on?
Ooh, I really like our home course. I am biased. Um, yeah, I mean, the woods, Stanley Park's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Being in the woods too, no matter if it's here or if it's somewhere else, I just love a woods course because it really makes me focus on that I'm enjoying this. It doesn't actually hurt.
That's a good mantra.
Yep.
All right. If you could have lunch with anyone, who would it be and why?
Ooh, if I could have lunch with anybody, who would it be and why? Probably Sydney McLaughlin Lavroni. Lavroni, there we go. She is an Olympian 400 meter hurdler, and I don't do 400 meter hurdles, but I think she's awesome, and I think she would have a lot of cool stories. And I think one track athlete to another. Obviously, she competes at a much higher level. I think it'd be awesome, and I've seen a lot of interviews with her, and she just seems really personable and really down to earth. And I think if I was to go out to lunch with anybody, she'd be a great person to talk to, and she'd have
I,
great experiences and relate. We could really relate to each other too.
I can agree with that. She does seem pretty chill. So, and extremely successful. So,
Yeah.
all right. Last one. Westfield State blue or white?
That's a hard one. I'm wearing blue right now, but I'm gonna go with blue. Blue. I feel like, I mean, both are good, but I'm gonna go with blue.
I don't blame you. White's white.
White can be a lot of different things. I feel like white's always like the background color for a lot of stuff. And I mean, blue can be too, I guess, but I feel like blue is a little more like a little bit more fun, spicing it up a little bit.
Definitely agree. So, well, Eliza, thank you so much for speaking with me today and good luck next weekend at the MASCAC Championship.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. This has been awesome.
And stay tuned next week for another edition of MASCAC Student Athlete Spotlight.